My dearest darling babies, I miss you so much. This is Mrs. Agnello coming to you from the past, and I am about to explain to you how to do today's really cool assignment. So, at this point in the day, you've already checked your Things Fall Apart comprehension questions. You already know what's going on. So, now it's time to do something creative and fun to really show what you know. So, today, you are going to make a comic strip, and it's not just any comic strip. It's going to be a comic strip that shows your comprehension of chapters 5 through 7 in Things Fall Apart. It's going to help you to better understand the plot and the characters, and it's going to let you be a little bit creative. So here's how this is going to work. You're going to partner up with your reading partner. No shortcuts, no excuses. Ms. Madrigal will be checking, and she knows. Okay, don't mess with her. She's fantastic. Okay, so you'll be working with your reading partner. If you are the extra life, you'll be partnered with anybody whose partner is absent, or if everybody's partner is present, you get to join a trio. Make a good choice. Okay, and of course, Miss Madrigal has complete veto rights. So if you're gonna partner up with some goon who's gonna not help you out, just don't do that right away. Okay. So you're gonna work with your reading partner. I think that makes sense because it's about reading. And you're gonna have a variety of comic strip templates in the box on your table. They range from, kind of like the old school Sunday cartoon style, this, to a little bit more like manga style, to more of like, I don't know, this looks like a battle. Like I would put like Batman here and Superman over here and like a big pow. I don't know. Whatever makes sense to you. But there's a couple different ones. There's one that I want to caution you. This one, I would recommend that you only use this if you're really sure that just one image is going to be adequate. I would be careful with that. And so you're going to pick one of those, and each of the tables has an assignment. You know where you normally sit, so don't try to get around that. Tables, let me show you my paper about the tables. I lost it. Here it is, here it is. Okay, so we've got, I know I've never like officially numbered the tables, but I think you get this. This is pretty easy. So this is my desk over here. Tables 1 and 2 are the tables right on that side. And then 3 is the one in the front by the projector, okay? So tables 1, 2, and 3 are going to be focusing on the Feast of the New Yam and the preparations for it. I think you'll have a lot of fun with that, and you can really go to town drawing things. Now, a word of caution, there is alcohol mentioned. So, like, there's palm wine and stuff. They would be serving that probably in cups. So it won't be strictly necessary while you're illustrating the feast and whatnot to like create images of alcohol, which is kind of inappropriate for school. But your audience, which is your classmates, your audience is going to be able to infer what's going on based on the connotation of the images you create. So if you create what looks like it might be, I don't know, a wine glass, that's probably going to indicate to your teammates that it is palm wine, but without like frightening fifth graders or something. Okay. So again, tables 1, 2, and 3 are going to be talking about the Feast of the New Yam. And you'll be creating a comic about that. Tables 4, 5, and 6, so that's back here in the middle, and then 5 and 6, you guys are going to be doing religion. You can do that in whatever way you want, but you only get to do stuff from chapters 5 through 7. Okay, that's it. That's all the information you get, 5 through 7. So that's whatever's in there that relates to their Igbo religion, you can use it. Anything from chapter 4, off the table. Okay, and finally, groups 7, 8, and 9, these are our window friends. They're going to talk mostly about the relationships and the feelings and the emotions among our male leads in this text, which are Okonkwo, Ikemefuna, and Nwoye. So you can focus on Okonkwo's relationship with Nwoye, Nwoye's relationship with Okonkwo, Nwoye's relationship with Ikemefuna, Ikemefuna's relationship with Okonkwo. Whatever way you want to do it, you can do all three. Maybe you'll do I don't know, one panel of Ikemefuna with Nwoye, one with of Ikemefuna and Okonkwo. Maybe here you got all three of them. Whatever makes sense to you. break it up, but cover all three characters. And I think that should make sense when you actually get started working on it. So that is how you're actually going to do this assignment. You will also need, guess what? I know you're in for a surprise, citations for everything. Miss Madrigal has my example, and it's beautiful. But before I show you that, and I will show you that during this video, I do want to show you an easier example. So I took a fun-looking comic book strip shape, and I already have some illustrations in it. Of course, I put my name on it. I'll be working with a partner, so I would put my name and my other partner's name, of course, and my period number because that's helpful. And so I thought about it first. And what I'm going to do is start drawing pictures. I'm going to do Red Riding Hood. I was going to do Harry Potter, and then I realized, like, some of you chumps don't know that, and that's okay. We'll get there. But I'm doing Red Riding Hood. So I'm starting with just the plot of it, and I'm going to put in this first block. I decided this one is the first block. I'm putting in my picture, and yours aren't going to be on Post-it. Yours going to be on there. My picture of Red Riding Hood receiving the flan from her mama. And she's saying something like, "Yes, mama." You know, you remember the dialogue. And then I have this little box, and I decided, maybe I worked with my partner to decide this, that box is too small for a good picture. So I'm just going to use some dialogue in it, or maybe just a little bit of text detail to clarify. Red Riding Hood wants to be a good listener. Oh, she's such a good little girl. Okay. And then I drew more pictures to illustrate what's going on. Right there she is in the woods. She's worrying. I do want you to notice that there's color in all the pictures. And I've tried to make it so that it's very obvious who each character is. Right, Red Riding Hood is wearing a kind of reddish pink hood. Okay, you might not agree with my drawing, but she's clearly signaling, okay? So make sure that you have some sort of signal. If you're talking about Okonkwo, maybe you put a big O on his chest for Okonkwo. I don't know what you're going to do. Anyway, so I kept on adding my little pictures, thinking about it, growing it. And I can go as much language or as little language as I want, right? This whole box is all language. This one only has, 4 words, okay? So whatever makes sense to you, make it happen, okay? I can help to label my drawing, so I drew this, and then I was like, that maybe, I have no idea what that looks like, so I labeled it. It says Fat Wolf Full of People. This one says Chomp Chomp because I don't know if you can tell that that's a wolf, and that's okay. The goal here is not to be the best artist. The goal here is, again, to show your comprehension, to better understand the characters, and have a little bit of creative fun. And finally, my final panel should maybe include, if there's kind of a theme, if there's like a takeaway, that would be a really good thing to incorporate into your final panel. So this will be available for you to look at. Miss Madrigal will have it available for you. It's going to be on the board. Please make sure that it stays on the board. There's clips on the board so that everybody can see it easily. Okay, so that's my example from Red Riding Hood, and it just tells the basic plot. Okay, so I also made an example of doing Things Fall Apart, and here's my completed model. I didn't want to do one that you guys have to do, so I picked kind of a lousy one. It's the locusts coming in to the village. So I have locusts came in the cold Harmattan season, and I know that you see these little square brackets. Remember, that's what we do if we need to change a quotation and just like change one word or something. And you see my page citation here. Now I tried to color it as much as was reasonable, and this is, the wind. The Harmattan is the wind, and these are locusts, as you can tell from my brilliant artist skills. And these are some people, and if I felt like my partners didn't understand what I was looking at here, what they were looking at, I might put the actual quote, or I might put a paraphrase or a summary. But this is the locusts, the people like catching the locusts in baskets, and they're all excited and happy. And again, I have a page number citation. No citation, no credit. One more time, everybody with me. No citation, no. I'm sure you said it. I could probably hear you all the way up north. Anyway, then I continued my comic book with them getting roasted. That's on page 56 as well. And I just kind of indicated what was going on in here because I don't know if you can tell what those are. Maybe they're burnt meatballs. No, they're tasty bugs. And then here I got in the big stuff, right? This is when Okonkwo and Nwoye and Ikemefuna, hey, teams 7, 8, and 9, hey, that's a good one, on page 56. Okay. They're in the Ebo. No, the anyway, they're the Obi. They're in the Obi, the kind of hut, the home that they live in. And Azuedu comes to the door and says like, "Yo, Okonkwo, step outside with me, man." And then they have their discussion. And I made my final panel just like in the previous one. I made my final panel a little bit more of an analysis piece. And I tried to show like Okonkwo, like he's clearly sad, but he's like too tough to cry. So I want yours to be as intense as mine. And obviously, again, am I the best illustrator in the world? Yes, of course, duh. But no, I mean, really, this is not about how pretty your pictures are. This is more about, are you getting the meaning? Are you really digging into this? As always, if you have questions, email me or ask Ms. Madrigal to text me. She knows what's going on, so she can absolutely help you out. But ultimately, I think that you're going to enjoy this assignment, and I think you're going to have a lot of success with it. Be good.